Hey, I got a question. Um, well, I do have a question and questions, but I'm gonna post a link in the description. If you got I think it's 15 minutes maybe, check it out. But so I thought, because I look into alternate histories, not just what I was taught in school, but I look up different theories, and I thought I had a good grasp. Just to give you an idea, I thought from maps that predated 1500 and things like that, it looked like the drawings on those maps for certain lands were like blacks were in Florida, and there were even blacks between Washington and what's now California, but there was even a waterway that separated. California was an island. It wasn't even attached yet to the mainland. So I was like, okay, so there were black indigenous people, because I've also in my research seen people that say there's two slave ships that there's receipts for that brought black Africans to America, and they were both owned by Jews. And which correlated with research that the first mafia in America was Jews. But which correlates with research up in Europe, in the UK, which is one and the same now, I guess. I don't know. Maybe did the UK break free from Europe at this point? I don't know. For the record, I was raised an Italian American. I've got 4 different Italian families in my family. So I'm aware of Italian immigrants and what they dealt with. And I'm aware that Italians were never considered white or black. We were considered worse than black. I'm aware of everything. Well, not everything, but I'm aware of a lot. And I never really identified with this white-black thing, because I know the opinions they both have, and it's if you're not going to take that much time to understand me, why should I take that time to understand you? But at the same time I do, because I'm curious by nature, and my mind is moving, and so I don't mind correction. I don't mind. And Mike, I'm going to tag you when I post this on my community page, but I'm going to ask you to ask your AI friend to look into that video in the description and just see what it says, because man, there's so much. I've talked to Native Americans that, wow, I'm only at 4 minutes. That's so cool, dude. I felt like this was dragging. I've talked to Native Americans that believe they're the first people, and blacks and whites came from them, they're God's people, God's chosen people across the land. Blacks believe that they were indigenous to all lands. I kind of jumped off that boat when they started saying that they're the original Vikings. I mean, come on, genetically even, come on, dude. But when they were talking about Japan, they're the true samurai, and it's bro, what are you doing? You've got a better connection to North America, I would think, from the maps I've seen and things like that, the things I've looked into. The Hebrews, God's truth. I don't even know what to believe anymore, is my point. And I think when you're investing time of your life into trying to understand something, or a people, or a culture, or anything, this is an investment of my life, man, and I don't even know what to believe anymore, because like some of it sounds just absolutely, and then other parts of it seem to correlate with some of my research, and and all this stuff, and it's just like I don't know what to believe anymore, man. Like, I don't use AI or anything. I just do what I've always done, but like it's too much. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the time investment it would take me to validate and sift through all this stuff is like, because it's like I used to think I had a decent grasp, even though it didn't go with the normal story. Like, I used to think Native Americans are the product of Asian immigrants from like the 1400s, like before our any of, like, think about that time wise, but like Native Americans were a cross between the black indigenous tribes of North America and Asian immigrants coming over. And it's like, I don't know anymore, man. Like, I don't think the Native Americans make a good case for like their God's one people and everybody comes from them. I haven't found any evidence of that. But like, they make a good enough case. And then when, the black community, the black American community, foundational black Americans, FDA, FBA, like when they're trying to like take all the cultures, especially ones that just sound ridiculous to me, like Japan and Vikings, Hebrews, I don't know, that's up in the air, man. I don't know, dude. It's a lot. And a lot of the information fucking contradicts itself. And so I don't know what is absolute hilarious bullshit and what is like, this is why I say there are good functions to AI, as long as they're being programmed by people that don't have agendas. Is that humanly possible? I don't fucking know, bro. But I cannot, with all the fucking contradictory information. Man, you can't expect me to invest the rest of 4 or 5 fucking lifetimes to validate all this shit, bro. You just want me to believe? No. No. So I'm gonna ask Mike to ask his AI friend to help me on this one, but shit, man. I thought I was getting a good grasp on things, and now I'm back to the I don't fucking have any idea stage. It's just kind of refreshing. Feels kind of good. Just drop that backpack, because what the fuck, man.